Using the dashboard over here to create your website is relatively easy to do. All of these are little buttons that you can click on and then drag onto your screen to be able to edit and enhance your website that you're doing. So if I take one of these and I drag it onto here, I have a title, and the titles are typically larger than the other ones because they're titles. So I'm just going to call this Reading Reflections since I'm on my Reflection tab. And then if I want to write something underneath that, so I kind of have a heading and then I have some text underneath it, I'm going to take this text box and I'm going to drag it underneath where my title is. You'll notice if I drag it above the title, that blue line rotates back and forth. Wherever the blue line is where your button is going to drop. So I had it underneath where it said Reading Reflections, so that's where my text box dropped. So I'm going to type my reflection in here for now. So there's my reflection. Now I'm going to put a writing reflection on here too, but I want to have some space between my reading reflections and my writing reflections. So if you go down to the bottom, there is a place for you to kind of use some spacing. So if I grab this divider button here, I'm going to put it below my reflection. It's going to kind of add some extra space down here. That way my writing isn't on top of each other. So I'm going to go back up here. I'm going to drag down another title because I'm going to put my reading reflection or my writing reflections down here. And then I'm going to go up and grab a text and pull that down to put something underneath there. One of my writing reflections. And you'll notice then looking at this that there's some kind of space between the two of those because it makes it look a little bit more pleasing to the eye. You can also add pictures in here. Let's say I wanted to add a picture then between or underneath my writing reflection. I just make sure that blue line is underneath there and I drop this in. Then I'm going to have a picture down here and then I can just click on that upload image to upload an image like I've shown you before. You can also, if you scroll down a little further, there's other media that you can put in. You can put a YouTube video if you've created something and uploaded it to YouTube. You can add that in here. You can add in some of your documents that you've created, some of the writings that you've done. You can also add in files that give people access to some of the writing that you've done too. So there's kind of two different ways to do documents in Weebly.